Increasingly, bands are using music directors, or MDs, to let the band know where the song is going through in-ears. But what if you could use voice control to control an app like OnSong? That would make it hands-free, and you wouldn't have to worry about foot pedals, and you could just speak into your mic or talk to your iPad in order for the app to comply. Let's take a look at voice control in OnSong 2026. Voice control is just another way to trigger actions, and OnSong has a lot of actions that you can use. To access voice control, I'm going to tap on this button here to open my Actions menu. And here you can see I have various access to foot pedals. But over here on the right side is voice. If I tap there, I can see that voice control is not active. I have this microphone in the upper right corner. And I can activate voice control a number of different ways other than just this screen. For instance, I can enable the live bar button. This will take the button that is normally used for networking and turn it into a microphone down there in the lower right side of the screen. Now, OnSong can do 3 separate things using voice. First, it could listen for actions. So for instance, if I wanted to toggle low light mode, it could hear that and then toggle the low light mode. It can also navigate through my library by finding songs. All I have to do is say go to and the name of my song, wait a moment, and OnSong will flip to that song. And lastly, we can navigate sections of the song, and this is my favorite. So for instance, I can say verse 1 or chorus, and OnSong will scroll down to that section. And that of course uses the name section labels inside of OnSong. Now, something else I can do is I can map this voice control to a pedal, let's say. So if I come over here to my pedals, I have my Coda Stomp Mini set up. I'm going to press that button here, and then I can go to voice control in my list, voice control, and I can toggle voice control. There. Now when I come back to the voice control screen, you can see that trigger in action shows that I have a foot pedal mapped. And when I press that foot pedal, you'll see this microphone button light up. There. Now, let's try performing some actions inside of OnSong. Now, the nice thing with voice control is I don't need to tell it that I want to use something like low light mode. I just have to say it. So I'm going to turn on this, toggle low light mode. There, using just my voice, I performed an action. Now there's 235 different actions, so you'll have to go browsing to see which one you want to perform. But usually you'll use that verb and noun in order for OnSong to recognize the action. Now, let's see how we can navigate our song using sections. I'm going to close this screen because it's getting in the way of my song. Then I'm going to use this button on my pedal or on the live bar to toggle on voice control and then say the section I want to navigate to. Before I do that, I'm going to go over here to my settings and choose App Settings, Song Viewer, scroll down to Sections, and I'm going to make the section selection style a little bit more apparent so that you can see it. There. Now I'm going to toggle it on. Verse 1. Verse 2, bridge, verse 1. There, you can see how responsive it is. OnSong just starts listening for those section labels for that song and will navigate directly to it. This can be very handy if you're running lyrics projection, for instance, and don't want to use a foot pedal or tap on the screen. Lastly, we can use this to find songs in our library, just by saying go to and the name of the song. So I'm going to find a song in my library I want to load, and then I'll say the words and let's see what happens. I'm going to open my songs menu to take a look at how many songs I have. Let's say we want to find Adoration. I'm going to start my voice control, go to Adoration. It takes a little bit of time because OnSong's waiting to see if you stop saying words, and then it will search and load that song in particular. And if you have a set, it'll go to that song within the set. So I hope that shows you some great new ways that you can interact with OnSong using just your voice. And if you have any questions, please reach out to us.